Hey guys, and welcome back to another train simulator video. Good morning driver. Today you'll be driving train 2K04 to London Euston, calling at Bletchley, Leighton Buzzard, Cheddington, Tring, Berkhamsted, Hemel, Hempstead, Watford Junction and Harrow and Wealdstone, and London Euston of course. Firstly, please uncouple the front unit from the rear unit. Once done, please set up the cab and open the doors. You are due to depart at 6:19. Good luck. So let's uncouple the train, as we're only taking the first 4 carriages, not the rear 4, which is probably going to another destination, which I'm not too sure. We'll open the doors. And yeah, let's set up the cab. Put the lights on because it's pretty dark. Put the master key, put it into neutral. Oops, that's not it.
WS and AWS operational.
Let's turn the DIA off. Let's put the lights on. Let's put the instrument lights on, because why not? Put this into day if I can do it. There you go. You need to set the destination, so you can use F8 and F7 to change that. So obviously we need a Euston, which is over there. So that's set up. Yeah, we're good to go. Just gonna wait for our departure. So we'll leave around 6:17 because apparently we have to arrive at Bletchley at 6:20, and if we leave at 6:19, there's no way we're going to arrive at Bletchley at 6:20, so once passengers have boarded and the train doors closed, we will depart. Milton Keynes Central. So we do have something floating around, but there's like 2 or 3 routes I don't own. Class 390 there. They'll probably depart at some point and overtake us. This train is ready to depart. Please mind the doors. Next station, Bletchley. No, the rear lights are not on. How do you on the rear lights? I'm not too sure. Didn't they turn on automatically or something? I'm not too sure actually. Front lights are fine. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, you guys can let me know in the comments below how to turn on the rear lights, because I'm not too sure. Yeah. Oh no, that's not good. So we're on our way to Bletchley. So I've spoken to somebody who made a scenario for this route, which is scenario from Euston to Tring in the class 319, done the Midland livery. So I will be playing that at some point. So I was asking him about the lag on this route, on some of the scenarios I've downloaded, and apparently it's just the route itself. It's just really laggy when there's low AI, so, and there's nothing really you can do about it, so unfortunately that's what I have to deal with and you guys have to deal with. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad in the actual video, but if it does, then I can only apologize. Nothing I can do about it, and there's no other West Coast Mainline South route available, so we're kind of stuck with this route, which is still really good anyway, even with the lag. Like, this part of the route is actually not too laggy, so, which is nice. Obviously once we get towards Euston it will be quite laggy, depending on how much AI there is. And if I didn't mention, we're doing the 619 Milton Keynes Central to London Euston service. Pretty much stopping at all stations apart from Wembley Central and Bushy. And for the tunnels not appearing properly, apparently you need to own the Woodhead line route, which is one of the routes I don't own. So I will be purchasing that once that goes like half price or on offer, then I will be buying that just so the tunnels appear properly. And that's also for the tunnels that I use for the Bakerloo line part of the section, so I'll make sure that I buy that route at some point. We're at Bletchley. Change your 4 services to Bedford. But yeah, some of the stations on the signs don't actually appear. I'm not too sure if that's the way it is. But normally it should say like a sign that says this is Bletchley station, like we saw at Milton Keynes Central. So either that's not appearing, but anyways, some things are floating, and yeah, it's not perfect. There's like 2 or 3 routes I don't own, one of them being the Woodhead line, so that may be the reason why. Anyways, I can drive the routes, most of the scenery is here, and scenarios work, so that's good enough for me. And this train is ready to depart. Please man the doors. Next station, Leighton Buzzard. This is the type of service I have to take in real life when it's really busy on the weekends, when I come home from work, which is really annoying. This train is like so packed because it's such a small train. Euston is always busy, you know, even on the weekends. And on peak time, people still use these trains. A lot of people use this train, and when they only have 4-car trains, it's really packed and not nice to travel on, that's for sure. Luckily, I get off at Harrow and Wealdstone, which is the first station on the line, which takes around 12 to 15 minutes to go from Euston to Harrow and Wealdstone. That's the only part of the section I use on the West Coast Mainline. Anyways, next station is Leighton Buzzard, which is around 6 miles away, so we've got a bit of a journey left. Arrival at 6:28, departure at 6:28. So I have found a bunch of scenarios for this route on Alan Thompson's website, so thank you Alan Thompson for making that website. And yeah, I've downloaded a bunch of scenarios for this route and a few other routes, so stay tuned for a bunch of really cool scenarios. Now, I kind of want to like post a video every day of one of the scenarios I've downloaded from there, but I'm back to work next week, so probably won't have time. Yeah, This part of the route is not laggy, which is nice. London Northwestern Railway. Let's stay in the cab for a bit. Pretty quiet actually. Got a speed limit of 90 miles an hour coming up, so I do need to slow down in time, but probably have to apply a little bit of braking. Look at that. It should be a clear one, I think. It did say it's a morning rush hour service, so we might get held up actually. Hopefully not. Well, I think a stopping service, so I don't think we'll be held up too much. We are now approaching Leighton Buzzard. Change here for southern services towards Milton Keynes Central, where we started, or towards East Croydon. But yeah, as you can see, the tunnel part looks like this. Oh, the tunnel's actually working. That's interesting. I think, yeah, some of the tunnels do work, like that one, but other ones don't. Bletchley on time, which is nice. All aboard, all aboard. Oh, where's our train? Oh, there we go. Leighton Buzzard. So like, you can see this station sign shows up as Leighton Buzzard, but unfortunately other ones, certain stations don't show up. So I guess these tracks are for fast services, fast Virgin trains. And these here for the stopping services, southern services, and obviously London Northwestern Railway. Yeah, some stations all the scenery appears properly, apart from things like this, which just looks really weird. But anyways, this train is ready to depart. Please mind the doors. Next station should be Cheddington. It must be burnt on the rear light, surely. I should know this, to be fair. Because the last scenario I did with this train, the rear lights were working, but obviously we uncoupled from the rear train, so maybe that's the reason why it's not working. Actually, to be fair, if we turn off the lights, then we put it back on, will it work? No, it's not working. Signal bell. Just trying to find a button for the rear lights, but I don't think there is. I kinda wish you could open the windows, but you can't, unfortunately. Our own Class 350s are able to go 110 miles an hour. I'm pretty sure they can go up to 110, but maybe they're only limited to 100 miles an hour, or maybe some variants of the 350 can go up to 110. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below. I'm pretty sure the normal Class 350 does say maximum speed 110 miles an hour, but I don't know. But we are approaching Cheddington, which is a station I didn't realize was on this part of the route, so I'm not too sure if that station exists in real life. I'm assuming it does. Or maybe I've never known that Cheddington is between Leighton Buzzard and Tring. Luckily we're driving a 4-car train, so the braking will be really good. Cheddington, where everything's floating, like this one. Yeah, like this station is like has no scenery at all, which is just really weird. Like no station size or nothing, so don't know what that's all about. Anyways, while we're back, I can quickly show you the map. So this is the full West Coast Mainline south, which includes the Bakerloo line that goes all the way to Elephant and Castle. I will try to get a scenario for that route if there is one available, or just do a quick drive from Harrow and Wealdstone to Elephant and Castle once I buy that Woodhead line route, because the tunnels don't appear properly. And then it goes all the way to Birmingham New Street, which is all the way up here. So he has a pretty big route, so not too surprising it lags so much on this old engine. 64-bit I guess helps a bit, but not too much. Okay, still got a bit of time to depart. Where does this line go to? Kind of wish it's extended to Wolverhampton, etc. kind of wish you could go all the way to Stafford as well. That would be really nice, or even Crewe. Maybe they could add that in the future, to be fair. Okay, this train is ready to go. Let's go, guys, let's go. Next station is Tring, platform 5. So some services do terminate at Tring, which is probably the train that I take because it always stops at Harrow and Wealdstone. Oh, there's a 390. I think that's the 390 that we saw at Milton Keynes Central. There's no way you're going to overtake that train. We can try, but I don't think we will. It's not going that fast, actually, to be fair, so... There's also a scenario with the Class 390 from Birmingham New Street to London Euston. So I will be doing that at some point. It is an hour and a half long journey, so do need to make some time for that. So apparently the Class 390, the updated one from Dovetail Games, uses a bit more what do you call it? A bit more usage in terms of the routes, so it lags a bit more. So that's one thing to note, and that was a 377 going to Milton Keynes Central. To be fair, it could be a scenario with a 377 between Wembley Central and Milton Keynes, so you guys who know how to make scenarios, please make me one. Make me as many scenarios for this route, because I will play hundreds and hundreds of hours on this route because this is my local line, so... And even though this route is not perfect, it's still decent, and it is free of charge, so you can't complain about something that's free. We are approaching Tring now. Once we've got Tring, we've got Berkhamsted, Hemel, Hempstead, Watford Junction, Harrow and Wealdstone, and London Euston. Not too sure why the camera angle is like this now. The right hand side. The left hand side is normal, so anyways, here's a bit different. We're now approaching Tring. We are stopping at Harrow and Wealdstone, right? Yeah, most services do stop at Harrow and Wealdstone when they go south on anyway. It's just Wembley Central that only some services stop at. But you can always take the southern service, which stops there, and obviously the overground and the underground. Let's see if it's using the D-stop train for the underground part of the route, like it was in the previous video when I did Euston to Tring service. Tring platform 5. Bit of an interesting stopping position, but anyways. This is Tring. And this train is ready to depart. Please mind the doors. Next station is Berkhamsted. So if you are wondering, I have everything on lowest settings as possible, because just to help this lag for this route out, because, and I would definitely recommend it, because obviously the route won't look as nice, but it will help the lag as much as possible, and there will be quite a lot of lag once we get towards Euston, depending on how much AI there is, but we've seen a decent amount of AI anyway, so if we do go to Euston, then I think there's a lot of AI at Euston. As you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there's like 8 trains at Euston, so that's gonna lag like crazy. I only have a few stops left. We've got Berkhamsted, Hempstead, Watford Junction, and Harrow and Wealdstone, and then of course Euston, which is, where's Euston anyway? It's not really showing me, is it? I can't even see it. Doesn't it show? That's weird. It only shows where. Maybe it doesn't really show. Anyways. So far so good, we're coming on time for each station. So if you do want to play this now, you can go to alanthomson.com and download it for free. You do need to make an account, but it's free of charge anyway, so just need to make an account and then download it. Then the email that you have with your account, it will send, you can download it from your email or on the actual website. So, like, this song's actually showing up properly now, so that's kind of weird. And I promise you, I haven't really bought anything. Oh, there's a 390 there. Going at speed. There we go. Very nice. Right, the trains are really, really good. So we are now approaching Berkhamsted. I guess change it for 7 services. Welcome to Berkhamsted. Man, are we stopping at Hempstead? Yeah, that's the next station anyway. Yeah, this route has, this station has no signs either, so yeah. It's really, really, oh, it does actually. No, it's not, that's an information sign. it doesn't have any signs that tell us that it's actually Berkhamsted station, so I'm sure some of you who've been to the station in real life will know that this is actually Berkhamsted. Yeah, so far the lag has been pretty good. I think just once we get towards Euston, it will start lagging like crazy, but at least most of the journey will be lag free, pretty much. Next station is Hemel, Hempstead. Berkhamsted's brother, I guess. Then we have Watford Junction, Harrow and Wealdstone, and then London Euston. So if you're all wondering, I am recording this 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I didn't wake up this time just to record the video, but I just couldn't sleep, so I thought let's just wake up and play an amazing scenario on this route. So yeah, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm still a bit sleepy. For those who don't have the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 350 enhancement pack, I'm not too sure if you can play the scenarios included. I think they do use and do require the 350 enhancement pack, but I'll probably ask somebody who probably knows more information than I do about whether you can play with the normal 350. And there's obviously a reskin for the London Northwestern Railway for the 350 anyway, so I'm sure you can play with a normal 350, but just double check. Otherwise, you'll have to buy the Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack, which is, well, makes the train really nice anyway, so definitely worth the money on sale. Maybe not worth the money when it's full price. To be fair, anything full price I would say is not worth it, because if you can get it on sale, you might as well just buy it when it's on sale. So we are now at Hemel, Hempstead. I believe there is a scenario with the normal London Midland livery, which is, well actually that's with the London Northwestern Railway livery. Well, obviously with the London Midland colour scheme. So I didn't really like this new colour scheme, but I've grown to like it over time. It looks quite nice. Maybe this yellow doesn't look that great, but maybe they could change that to a green. But overall it looks really nice, the new livery. I really like it. To be fair, the lights on that train is not on anyway, the rear lights. Doesn't look like that one. Or maybe they are. So we've got Watford Junction next, followed by Harrow and Wealdstone, and then London Euston. We might actually get held up as we approach Euston, since it is peak at times now. Got a bit of a journey to Watford Junction, and I believe it's like around 67 miles between Watford Junction and Harrow and Wealdstone, and then between Harrow and Wealdstone and Euston's around, I think, 12 miles or something like that. 12 to 15 miles. Oh, we're going downhill. That's why we're picking up speed even though I'm braking. ETA is saying they're going to be slightly late, but that is coming down slowly, so that's good. Probably need to slow down a bit more. No, I think we're good. Just about. So the speed is going up and down and up and down. 75 to 90, then back down to 70, then back up to 90. So yeah, we are missing some stations. I was wondering. There's a few stations that we're missing out, like Kings Langley, but that's okay. kind of weird because the tunnels are actually appearing properly now. Well, apart from this one. Spoke too soon. I wanna lie, tunnels look a lot nicer like this. At least you can see something, you know. Apart from it being pitched back. So we are approaching Watford Junction, changing for London Overground services, Southern services, and services towards St Albans Abbey. Hopefully there is some class 378 as AI on this scenario. I think the best thing about this route is that there's so many different options. You can drive stopping services, high-speed services, semi-fast services. That's why this route really needs to be added to Train Simulator, like properly. And to probably Train Sim more, that would be amazing actually. Class 390. I'm not seeing any class 220s or 221s, which is a bit disappointing. But they don't run too often anyway, so that's maybe the reason. This is Watford Junction, change here for Southern services and London Overground. What's this? I guess this Southern service is terminating at Watford Junction and not Milton Keynes Central. Interesting. Is there any 378s here? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's really blurred out because I have my settings all the way to the lowest, so that's why it looks like that. Anyways. We'll quickly check the map. There must be some 378 surely, unless he didn't bother adding any, which is really disappointing. No, it doesn't look like he has added any 378s, which is very disappointing. Anyways, the next station is Harrow and Wealdstone. Screen's on the right. Yes, it is. Always good to check. But yeah, Harrow and Wealdstone 6 miles to go. Platform 6. 1 and 2 is for the Bletchley line and Overground. 3 and 4 for Virgin train services. And oh, is that a 221? That's a 390, is it? No, that's yeah, that is a 390. That looked like a 221 for a minute, but it wasn't. And I believe that's the Abbey line that goes towards St Albans Abbey. There's no ETA for London Euston, so I think we will be held up a little bit, most likely. As some of you know, these trains are never on time when they arrive at Euston. If you ever travel to Euston on one of these trains. They make it look like they're on time, but once we get towards Euston, it's like if this train doesn't slow down completely, and it arrives like 5 minutes late or something. Bushy. And here are the two tracks that go towards Watford High Street for the overground services. Anyways. Yeah, disappointed not to see any 378s. I think that's probably why it's not lagging too much, because there's no 378s or not too much AI in this line, which is, I guess, a trade-off. Carpenter's Park. But as you can see, it's like, it's not accurate at all, but anyways, it is what it is. I'm sure if Dovesville Games made it and it looked like that, then a lot of people would complain, including myself, but oh, we are slightly going downhill and we almost sped, but that's okay. We'll be shortly arriving at Harrow and Wealdstone, change it for the Bakerloo line, London Overground, 7 services, and that's about it, I guess. I actually don't only take this service to Euston. I actually take the 653 or 54 that goes from, I think, Tring to Euston. Obviously this one came from Milton Keynes Central, and I arrived at Harrow and Wealdstone at 7:02. We're now arriving at the Harrow and Wealdstone, the best station in the world, because that's my local station. Oh, don't tell me we're going to overshoot this, surely. Nah, I think we're okay. The brakes are extremely good on this train, so we're alright. Arriving early as well. This is Harrow and Wealdstone. So there is normally a fence separating platform 5 and 6 from 3 and 4, just like this, because obviously fast services come through the station, and obviously they don't want passengers standing right next to the platform when a train's coming at speed at like 110 miles an hour. So here's the terminus for the Bakerloo line, where the trains come here, then obviously turn back southbound towards Elephant and Castle. Harrow and Wealdstone. And that's what I mean. Let's get going. Next station is London Euston, where this train terminates. It's actually 11 miles from Euston to Harrow and Wealdstone, so it was almost correct. Oh, I think we should race this train actually. Class 390. Fortunately, the acceleration in this train is not very good, so hopefully we'll be able to catch that train and maybe go towards Euston at the same time. That would be really cool. Kind of take a nice screenshot with that train, so oh, that train's slowing down. Great. Whenever ever seen a 350 overtaking a class 390. It will probably overtake us at some point anyway, once he goes back up to speed, so. Then again, we are just going non-stop to Euston, so we might be able to arrive at Euston before it. Well, I did say we were rolling speeding in this scenario, and surprise, surprise, we sped. Well, I was taking a screenshot, so I guess that's kind of important. So, arriving at Wembley Central now. So some services do stop at Wembley Central. I think the really early morning services and late services at night stop at Wembley Central. Lag seems to be pretty decent still, not too much. 7 miles out of Euston, so I think the AI is a lot less in this scenario, that's probably why. To be fair, the other scenario I played had a lot of AI. Like, so much AI, it was just crazy. This one seems to be missing class 221s and 220s and 378s. And the district line train D-stock, which you did use for the underground section for the Bletchley line in the previous scenario I played. Wealdstone Junction. It looks like Wealdstone Junction. Not too sure. I think that is Wealdstone Junction. Maybe it doesn't. No, I can't be sure. No, I think Wealdstone is a bit further along. I think this might be Wealdstone Junction station. Yeah, that is Wealdstone Junction. We've got those 2 tracks above for the overground services for the North London line. Red signal for us. That's good. Just under 5 miles to go to Euston. Yes, it is. So here's the North Farm Platform 1, 3, that goes all the way to Harrow and Wealdstone. To be fair, that does go all the way to, what do you call it? Watford Junction, but it's not telling us it goes to Watford Junction on that line, so that's kind of weird. Okay, we are approaching, I think that's Harrow Road. Yes. The next station will be South Hempstead, and then obviously we'll be approaching Euston. We do need to slow down though, so. I think we're going through Primrose Hill tunnel now. So there is this stretch of track which goes up on the left hand side. That actually goes towards the Camden Road station, which connects to the London, North London line. So, oh, we're speeding. Don't speed, don't speed. But yeah, that would be really cool if you could actually drive from. They should have an all-round service that went from Stratford towards Watford Junction. That would be a really cool service, and they could actually use that line. Oh, I think I didn't clear the AWS in time, so I did put the emergency brake. Ah, damn it. What's this doing? Oh, there we go. I did clear the AWS, didn't I? Oh well, maybe I didn't in time. Anyway, it's slightly later at London Euston, which is what a lot of Northwestern Railway are used to anyway, so I guess it doesn't make too much difference to our passengers. But yeah, we will be shortly arriving at London Euston. Please take all your stuff with you. Ooh, that is a red signal. Yeah, let's change to a double yellow signal now, so that's good. Is it a yellow? Yeah, it's a yellow, so we're good. We are going down on, unfortunately, so we really have to slow down for the speed limit change. Arriving on platform 11 at London Euston. The lag doesn't seem to be too bad actually at Euston, so it could be just because of that scenario had so much more AI, it caused the lag. But yeah, this seems to be pretty smooth actually, which is really nice. Right, we got London Euston. This train terminates. All change, please. All change. This train terminates here. Yeah, there's like a decent amount of AI here anyway, so I'm finding it really weird it's not lagging so much. I guess if you start a scenario at Euston when it's lower AI, it just lags a lot more, I guess. This train terminates here, this train terminates here, all change, please, all change. And that's a nice screenshot. Class 350 and a 390. All that's missing is a 378 next to it, but you can't have 3 tracks together, unfortunately. Otherwise the train no passengers can hop aboard. It's not in service. But yeah, this is Euston. Not the most accurate, but it's pretty decent. Well done, you have completed this scenario. Thank you very much. It was very enjoyable, not gonna lie. Unfortunately I can't thumbs it up or anything because I downloaded it through a zip file, but anyways. Thank you whoever made this scenario. It was really fun to drive. Speeding once, but that's okay. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, give it a like, share it with your friends, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.